High Commission of the Republic of Ghana in South Africa presents a calendar of activities undertaken in the year 2015. His Excellency Ambassador Kwesi Ahoy, Ghana's High Commissioner to the Republic of South Africa, with concurrent accreditation to the Kingdom of Lesotho, Madagascar, the Republic of Mauritius, the Republic of Seychelles, the Kingdom of Swaziland and the Union of Comoros, arrived in Pretoria to assume charge of the High Commission on 13 January 2015. He presented his letters of credence to His Excellency Mr. Jacob Zuma, President of the Republic of South Africa, on Friday, 6th February 2015 at the Presidential Guest House at the Pretoria Estate in Pretoria. Right after presenting his credentials, the ambassador hit the ground running. Together with the deputy head of mission at the time, Mrs. Martha Pobi, Ambassador Kwesi Ahoy attended the State of the Nation address at the National Assembly of South Africa in Cape Town on 12 February 2015. They were accompanied by Mrs. Irabna Ahoy, Mr. Edward Kofi, head of Consular Section, and Mr. Gilbert Sibik, head of the Trade Section at the High Commission. While in Cape Town, Ambassador Kwesi Ahoy and the Deputy Head of Mission attended a reception hosted by ambassadors of the Visegrad countries, i.e. the Slovak Republic, the Czech Republic, the Republic of Poland and Hungary, as well as a reception by the Ambassador of France. With the intent of embarking on a vigorous trade and investment promotion agenda, the High Commissioner and his delegation had business promotion meetings and discussions with officials of the Office of the Premier of Western Cape Province, as well as with officials of Westgro, the official destination marketing, investment and trade promotion agency for the Western Cape Province. The head of the mission and his delegation met with the Ghanaian community in Cape Town on Sunday, 15 February 2015, to listen to the concerns of the community as part of the ambassador's first public outing. The High Commission marked Ghana's 58th independence anniversary with a cocktail reception at the Pretoria Country Club on Friday, 6th March 2015. Ms. Angie Motega, Minister for Basic Education of the Republic of South Africa, represented the government of South Africa. The event was well attended by the diplomatic community, representatives of corporate and business institutions, Friends of Ghana, and a cross-section of the Ghanaian community in South Africa. An evening party was held for the Ghanaian community to celebrate the day. Ambassador Kwesi Ahoy paid courtesy calls on his colleagues, among who were the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, His Excellency Benny Mpoko, the Ambassador of Liberia, Her Excellency Mrs. Lois Brutus, the Republic of Mali, His Excellency Mr. Bonafu Sidibe, the Republic of Senegal, His Excellency Dr. Momar Diop, Burkina Faso, Her Excellency Salamata Sowadogo, His Excellency Mr. Claude Morel, High Commissioner of the Republic of Seychelles, and Her Excellency Mrs. Rishi Ganashayam, High Commissioner of India, to officially inform them of his assumption of office and discuss bilateral relations as well as issues of mutual interest between Ghana and their respective countries. His Excellency Ambassador Kwesi Ahoy, deputized for the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Honorable Hannah Sewa Tete, and led a 4-member delegation that attended the 14th African Nordic Ministerial Dialogue at Mugopong in Limpopo Province from 9th to 11th April 2015. During the xenophobic attacks in South Africa, which came to a head on 14th April 2015 in the KwaZulu-Natal province, it befell the High Commissioner to provide guidance and humanitarian assistance to Ghanaian citizens. The head of the consular section, Mr. Edward Kofi, met the Ghanaian community in the KwaZulu-Natal province, whilst Mr. Solomon Otu, the public relations officer, went to Bloemfontein and Kroonstad to enable them make a first-hand assessment of the situation on the ground. The head of Chancery, Mrs. Elizabeth Dodu, together with Mr. Kofi, visited and presented relief items to over 40 Ghanaians who had sought refuge in the International and Life Ministry in Springs. The High Commission also held an outreach meeting with pastors of 15 out of the reported 54 Ghanaian churches existing in South Africa, with a view to using their medium to mobilize the Ghanaian community across South Africa. The High Commission had meanwhile prepared an evacuation plan for implementation in case the situation deteriorated further. On the 5th of June 2015, the High Commission organized business meetings between the Vice President of Ghana, His Excellency Kwesi Emisa Arthur, and the Honorable Lekos Biogabra, Minister of Trade and Industry on one hand, and some selected South African businesses on the other, on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum that took place in Cape Town from 2nd to 5th June 2015. The Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry made a presentation on the investment opportunities in the agriculture, agro-processing, road infrastructure, real estate development, oil and gas, energy, manufacturing and export sectors of the Ghanaian economy at the forum. From the 7th to the 15th of June, the High Commission facilitated the participation of the Ghana delegation, led by the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Honorable Hannah Sewa Tete, who deputized for the head of states to the 25th African Union Summit in Sandton, Johannesburg. The High Commission collaborated with Mail and Guardian Africa and the Ghana Investment Promotion Center to organize an investment forum on 18 June 2015 in Johannesburg, South Africa. The purpose of the forum was to attract South African investors into targeted sectors in Ghana. At the forum, presentations were made on tourism, Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, Ghana Commercial Agriculture Program (GCAP), oil and gas support services and sources of investment funds by Mr. Akuni Dake, Chairman of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Mr. Steve Nate, Acting Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, Ms. Galina Okatiako, a Schedule Officer at GCAP, Mr. Johan Zitzman, a businessman operating in the oil and gas support services sector in Ghana, Mr. Trevor Nkube, Executive Deputy Chairman of Mail and Guardian, Mr. Lebogang, Director of Africa Department of Trade and Industry, South Africa, and Mrs. Mawena Treba, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, GIPC. High Commission, in collaboration with Westgrow, facilitated an outward trade mission to Ghana from 22nd to 26th June 2015 for 25 businesses across different sectors including manufacturing, ICT, chemical and agro-industry, oil and gas, hospitality industry, property development, film and television industry, and winery. The purpose was for the enterprises to explore possible areas and business partners to promote the establishment of their businesses in Ghana. On Tuesday, 30th June 2015, Ambassador Kwesi Ahoy presented his credentials to His Excellency Dr. Ikhilulu Dwanini, President of the Union of Comoros, as Ghana's ambassador to the country at the ceremony held at the Presidential Palace in Moroni. The presentation was very historic in the sense that it was the first time an accredited ambassador from Ghana had presented letters of credence in the Union of Comoros since the two countries established diplomatic relations in 1975. On Thursday, 23rd July 2015, at the Lozitha Royal Palace in Mbabane, Ambassador Ahoy presented his letters of credence to His Majesty King Mswati III, head of the State of the Kingdom of Swaziland. The ambassador was accompanied by his spouse, Mrs. Irabana Ahoy, the Deputy Head of Missions, Mr. Francis Yao Osei-Safo, Mr. Felix Nyakun, the Counselor for Political and Cultural Affairs. They were joined by Mr. Kobla Mensah Kwashi, Ghana's Honorary Consul in Swaziland, and his spouse, Mrs. Kokwi Makunyani Kwashi. The flamboyant ceremony was attended by royals and princes from the royal family, the Prime Minister, Honorable Barnabas Sibusi Sud Lamini, Ministers of State, and senior members of the government and security services of the kingdom. Monday, 10th August 2015, His Excellency Kwesi Ahoy presented letters of credence accrediting him as Ghana's High Commissioner to Mauritius with residence in Pretoria to Her Excellency Amina Gurib Fakim, President of the Republic of Mauritius, at a ceremony held at the State House, Reduit, in Mauritius. He was accompanied by his wife, Mrs. Irabana Ahoy, the Deputy Head of Mission, Mr. Francis Yao Osei-Safo, Mr. Edward Kofi, Minister, Councillor and Head of Consular Section, and Mr. Felix Akom-Nyako, Councillor for Political, Cultural and Diaspora Affairs. The High Commissioner had the opportunity to review Ghana's bilateral relations with the President of Mauritius, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the Acting Secretaries of Foreign Affairs and Home Affairs. The presentation ceremony afforded the head of mission and his delegation the opportunity to interact with a group of Mauritian government officials, drawn from the key ministries, departments and agencies that had stakes in the planning and drawing up a program for the state's visit to Mauritius of His Excellency Mr. John Dramani Mahama, President of Ghana, which was scheduled for the end of August 2015.